Hello and welcome to another cast. I'm going to be doing starting off on the right hand side. We have text playing as the Mekboy and we have the screen shaking for some reason, and we have Forest on the left hand side playing as the Techmarine. Map is going to be Jarrow's Forge, and we have some chat going on here as well. Mekboy teleporting in for the power, text actually going for both his powers first, and actually ignoring this natural requisition point for now. Is actually going to cap it, presumably with the slugger squad that's just popped out of base. Instead he teleports in aggressively here, down here with the Mekboy, and the sluggers that were capping the power actually going after the requisition point instead, as he does send the second set of sluggers and shooter boys to the topmost VP. Tactical Marines firing away at the Mekboy. The Mekboy will lose this fight against Tax, so he does teleport away over there, further away. Techmarine in the center of the map right now. Mekboy is actually trying to chase after some scouts of Forest. Still on 3 models right now, but on 250 HP. Could actually lose a model soon. Actually forcing melee, and Forest is retreating his scouts as soon as possible just to make sure they don't lose any models to the Mekboy, since they are actually quite expensive to reinforce. Do you see the Mekboy going after the Techmarine now? Could actually see him switch focus though to these scouts, and there we go, he's actually switched focus now. Sluggers getting forced away in the first engagement. Did have their burner upgrade come in middle of that fight, but that burner upgrade isn't going to stop the amount of range damage that Forest is outputting right now. Some more sluggers coming in with their burners, actually going after these tactical marines now. Trying to get some damage on them. Y is activated there, and the burners are coming in right now. You see Techmarine also trying to force melee here. He's getting the bionics upgrades, not coming in just in time. Will come in just now though, and actually knocks back quite a few models there. In fact, these sluggers will actually go down in the very first engagement now. Tech's losing sluggers there. Mekboy has teleported once again, going after some more scouts. Scouts do get away there with 3 models, Tactical Marines get away with 3 models, and the scouts are still on 3 models as well. Tex is in control though of the entire top side of the map right now. Forest in control of the center and part of the bottom side of the map right now. Techmarine with the bionics giving him the sweep back ability, and also giving him some really nice health regen as well at 2.5 health regen. Also increases health at 150. Very nicely used though to wipe down some sluggers. Mekboy is quite low right now, does need to be a little bit careful, but can actually teleport out to safety, so he will be fine. Techmarine might actually force him off though. Do you see Mekboy actually teleporting away, going after the VP under the protection of these sluggers, but still needs to be careful. The bionics was not used there. Techmarine still on full energy right now. But we do have some short boys and sluggers up in the top lane. The sluggers were repurchased here for Tex, and actually more sluggers are on the way as well. Going triple sluggers is difficult to pull off, but we do actually have those third sluggers cancelled in favour of a Painboy. Painboy with the Git juice will actually be quite strong. Heals for 30 and also grants 10 health regen for 10 seconds on the rest of the models that you heal. You could always see it in tier 2 as well. The cyborg implants you give sluggers either extra damage, extra speed, or extra health. These shooters could lose a model or 2 in retreat there. Bionics doing quite a bit of damage there in retreat. Tactical Marines also forcing melee. These shooter boys could actually go down here. Getting very low here. Will actually get away though at 24 HP. Do have some sluggers chasing out some scouts. Scouts need to actually just retreat away. They go inside the building, they will get burned by these sluggers with the burn the house ability. They could lose a model, but looks like that melee attack is not going to be enough. And we do actually see Tex burning down some generators here. Techmarine and Tactical Marines coming in from behind though. Do you see them move forward behind the shot blocker? They do want this one generator. Decide to actually melee it down before Techmarine can actually hit all of them with the bionics. And we probably will see them retreat away. Now bionics was used there, does actually catch out about 5 models there. Tactical Marines going to force melee on retreat. Do actually get one generator though. The Devastators here for ForestRadio getting forced away here. The sluggers and a Painboy chasing away here. These sluggers don't have their burners upgraded yet, but they are actually building it right now. Could see the heal come in though. Heal going down, and these sluggers do have a lot of health regen right now. Grenade actually getting thrown, gets stuck in a tree though. which is not what you want when you throw a grenade. These sluggers though, the gear juice has actually run out. Burner upgrade has come in a little bit too late there. And we do actually have the death gun upgrade as well onto the Mekboy. Painboy himself actually deals 40 melee DPS. We do actually have the mastercrafted bolster available now for the Techmarine, so we could see the high powered shot actually get used onto the Painboy to snipe him. Painboy now healing himself. Painboy does need to be careful. Bionics getting used. High powered shot is not used though. Mekboy with death gun doesn't look like he's actually got vision of that Techmarine, or actually might have his sight blocked through this shot blocker. Mekboy teleports away. Techmarine is moving towards mid now. Level 2 Techmarine already. Going to start firing away at some Sure Boys here. Currently not behind any cover. Sure Boys getting themselves behind cover. Techmarine also getting behind cover as well. And with the Bionics and the Techmarine with some green cover, it's actually quite difficult to force them away with just a single squad here. You need quite a lot of Daka to actually force them away with that 2.5 health regen. Some sluggers some scouts actually capping top. We do have the Mekboy down bottom with the double sluggers. High powered shot just pops a slugger model right there. Painboy coming in as well. Shotguns now onto this scout squad along with the sergeant. It's quite a lot of counters now. See these double sluggers right now. It will be quite difficult to get them into combat, especially with Devastators also being set up. The shotgun blast already available. The Painboy will come in here and start healing one of these models, I'd imagine. Grenade getting thrown, gets stuck in a tree again by the looks of it. The Mekboy actually teleports forward. Devastators are set up though. This Mekboy is taking quite a lot of damage. Bionics is going to get used presumably. It actually looks like it's on cooldown. Painboy is going in. Painboy is extremely low right now. Painboy will go down if he's not careful here. In fact, he might actually go down. He is very low, 8 HP right now. The suppression going down though on all these units actually going to stop them from killing the Painboy. Mekboy also teleports away to safety. There's some Sure Boys over here fighting some scouts. These scouts will lose the fight. Do actually see them retreat away. Try not to bleed any of those. Try not to lose any of these scout models, but Techmarine is on his way up. Not sure if the high powered shot or Bionics is off cooldown, no. Starts firing away now. High powered shot getting used onto the Sure Boys. They can't retaliate now because they're currently suppressed. The Bionics could also be available, but ForestRadio doesn't actually have enough energy for it. Actually it does actually get an extra model or two there. And the Sure Boys actually get away with 2 out of 5 models. Double sluggers, Painboy and a Mekboy coming out of base. Both players are actually taking up to tier 2. For some reason whenever I follow the camera on a unit in this area, it seems to make the screen shake, so I'll try and avoid that from now on. The Forest in control of quite a bit of the map right now. And Tex is actually the second one taking up to tier 2. Forest does have a slight tech advantage, as in he is taking that slightly quicker. The bigger shoe upgrade actually getting purchased on the Sure Boys as well, while Tex actually takes up as well. Could see a war truck. I feel a war truck with the double sluggers would actually be quite a good choice here. Devastators, no upgrades on them yet, so we could actually see a last cannon to counteract a war truck in tier 2, or a death dread in fact. But the Mekboy with the Colton speed should hopefully be able to protect his own vehicles quite well. But Techmarine again can also protect his vehicles should he get one as well. Scouts coming in here. No energy though for a grenade or a shotgun blast. Standing very close to these sluggers in fact. Dangerously close. They actually do reveal themselves. They could actually start meleeing this Mekboy down just to force him to unset up, and there we go. And they will retreat away without a model loss, and the Mekboy is forced to reset up once again. Mekboy going around, still no cyborg implant upgrade for him yet. Do actually have a Razorback coming out for Forest and a War Truck coming out for Tex. We could see the Slugger Nog get purchased as well for both of these squads just to give him a massive increase of damage. Also grants an extra 10% health boost for the squad. Razorback is now getting spotted though. And Razorback will try and pick away some Slugger models. Wonder if these Sluggers will retreat back to base. Should be able to get out of base quite quickly since they do have that War Truck nearby. The Mekboy is suppressing Tactical Marines and the Techmarine as well. Mekboy is teleporting out of there and decides to unset up. Painboy actually healing himself in mid. Really wants this cap. Actually getting suppressed here by some Devastators as well. Could actually go down if he's not careful. But the health regen will keep him alive though. 10 health regen for 10 seconds on top of that 30 heal. Doesn't look like he has the stronger Git Juice upgrade either. But we could always see that come in as well. Tank Buster is going to be the choice of AV here for Tex. These Sure Boys could actually go down here just to range fire. Flamers on Tactical Marines as well means this generator farm is in a bit of jeopardy right now. I'd actually get back inside the Razorback for the shortest journey ever. But the truck is coming out now. Not sure if the Tank Busters are loaded in or not. I think that they actually are. Double Sluggers popping out now. Tank Busters also coming out. One generator does go down, and do you see a Tank Buster barrage coming in? Actually going to land spot onto that Razorback. Does actually take it down. Extremely nice barrage. But last cannon Devastator squad is here. This war truck is still pursuing forward. It's actually going to get rid of this war truck by the looks of it. No call to speed upgrade or global gain used by the Mekboy, but the double sluggers do pop out there. Shotgun blast nicely knocks back everything. Devastator's retreating away. Tank Busters firing away at those Tactical Marines. A Swamp ability which does actually grant speed getting used here. Actually might take down a model or two. One model does pop down there. They could actually focus now the Tactical Marines. Double slugger knobs doing so much damage. Grenade does get thrown down. These Tactical Marines get away with 3 models. The Libby actually getting purchased as well now for Forest. Currently no upgrades on the Libby just yet. Could actually see the high powered shot get used here by the Techmarine if it is available. Tex actually did lose his Sure Boys, so the Techmarine may have actually used the high powered shot on those Sure Boys to help wipe them. The Veil of Time getting used onto the Librarian now for that speed boost. Oh, sorry, not the Veil of Time, it's just his natural sprint. Barnock's getting used though, and Librarian is going to try and poke down some models with that power sword right now. He does quite a bit of damage with his default weapons, about 60 power melee DPS. So the Force Staff doesn't actually improve it by that much, but the Force Staff does give you that Force Barrier upgrade, or ability, which you can actually use. But that Librarian is going to get forced away by the Mekboy, the point blank death gun doing so much damage there. Devastating model does go down to the Painboy as well, down to only one model. Git Juice actually getting used. We actually have the stronger Git Juice, or stronger Git Source in fact, getting used onto the Painboy, giving it 50 HP per model, and increases the health regen to 30 health regen per second. Painboy will get forced away there. The high powered shot getting used, but the Painboy is in retreat, so the high powered shot doesn't do as much damage. It's not like the Flesh Hook where it does the full damage on retreat. Or saying it was worth a shot. There's actually a Tank Buster barrage getting used onto the power farm here though. Nearly taken down a node. We could actually see the Mekboy Mordaka Global actually get used on Tank Busters, which does increase the damage of the rockets. But so far we've not seen that Global get used, and we haven't seen the Cult of Speed Global get used either on the Mekboy. I just really like using those Globals, especially on Mekboy with a Death Gun. The Mordaka is really good at point blank range. But Dreadnought now for Forest. Do need some harder sources of AV compared to just Tank Busters, I think, to actually counter the Dreadnought. Do actually have a mine upgrade coming in for the Mekboy. Another war truck as well for Tex, which is a good choice. However, Devastators are set up, and we could actually see the Librarian with the Veil of Time ability onto the Devastators to actually let them fire without having to set up or tear down whatsoever. Librarian sprinting out there. The scouts don't actually have enough energy for a shotgun blast. They do actually have it now. They do have the elite training, so they do get a lot of health regen and energy regen when outside of combat. Librarian Smite actually missing. The slugs did loud inside that truck there. Death Dread with its burns and bits actually going to be one fighting this Dreadnought. Dreadnought is going to try and melee down this war truck, or try and escape by the looks of things. The Techmarine actually trying to melee down that war truck. Melee is more effective than bolster against vehicles, but still interesting to see trying to actually melee down a truck. Tank Busters using a barrage onto that Dreadnought, and Sluggers now going to be exiting the vehicle. Barnix is going to get used, and the Slugs are going to get knocked back all over the place. And we actually have the Orb of the Omnizite getting used onto that war truck to take it down. Not too often you actually see the Orb of the Omnizite, but it actually does stun vehicles for 12 seconds, and that was 150 damage. And that war truck, without the improved armor, is very vulnerable to it. The Death Dread actually will go down here to the last cannon Devastator squad. The Dreadnought is going to remain alive as well, as the Tank Busters do get forced away there, and things are looking a little bit grim right now. but the VPs do remain even, but in terms of unit count, Tex is a little bit behind. 260 to 257 VPs right now. Devastators are recessing up in mid and now tearing down to reposition themselves elsewhere. Both players on 2 generators each. The Painboy going around doing all the side capping can win a 1v1 fight against most units of Forest, particularly the unupgraded scouts that Forest has going around capping. The Bionics getting used onto the Painboy. Painboy healing himself with that stronger Git source. Now trying to chase down the Techmarine. Does actually have a damage over time weapon as well, so 40 melee DPS can be a bit deceiving when he actually does do damage over time on top of that. Shotgun scouts here, only on 2 models though. Shotgun scouts getting used more for their utility rather than their damage here by the looks of it. Utility in the fact that they can shotgun blast, throw a grenade, and can infiltrate as well to interrupt the setup teams. So that last cannon just hit the Devastates, the Mekboy square there. I feel like the last cannon just done a lot of burst damage to the Mekboy, but Tank Burst has taken down 2 generators, getting close to taking down a 3rd one as well, but they actually do start retreating away, trying to wait until they retreat, or trying to get inside this truck in fact, so they're actually going to get protected there. War truck is going to drive away. Tank Busters do exit the vehicle, so he's going to actually try and kite this one out. But Forest is taking up to tier 3 however. Dreadnought remaining in its melee form, no weapon upgrade on him yet. Did see an attempted barrage here, but Forest did not go where Tex predicted there. The Dreadnought remains behind the shot blocker of Imperial Guard containers by the looks of it. Both players now taking up to tier 3. Forest slightly ahead in VPs, 217 to 257. The Mekboy is now coming out of base as well. The War Truck is going around, firing away at some sluggers, at some scouts, sorry. Now firing away at the Librarian. Tank Busters gain some more shots though onto that Dreadnought. Still, Tank Busters the only source of AV right now for Tex. Do see some mines knocking down some tactical marines here, but the mine should actually be detected here. We do have the Scout Sergeant in mid, but Forest is not focusing down any of those mines. Do actually have a power node getting built here by Forest, which will easily get taken down by these sluggers. Sluggers actually meleeing it down instead of using their burners. Librarian coming in here to actually smite some sluggers here. Smite actually doing plasma damage, so it's actually more effective against the heavy infantry. And they shall know no fear getting used on these tactical marines, giving them a 50% chance to actually special enemy units. Extremely strong ability, but you do need to take quite a bit of damage to actually charge up the ability. In fact, you need to take about 1,000 to 1,200 damage to actually charge up the ability. It's meant to be used as a final stand type ability, but you can always keep your attacks alive and reinforce them and have the ability charged up ready for them when they're on full health. Then getting thrown onto the Mekboy to interrupt him. Does actually teleport away, avoiding that grenade. The high-powered shot getting used onto the Tank Buster, suppressing them, stopping them from actually gaining another barrage onto that Dreadnought. Librarian still on this left-hand side, still no upgrades on this Librarian, which is kind of curious to see. Commando is going to get built here for Tex, and we do actually have a Predator point out for Forest. Commandos can upgrade to the missile launcher, giving it some AV as well, which could actually be used to snipe down this Predator if they actually manage to sneak behind him. Orb the Omniziah actually getting thrown onto the Mekboy. The Orb the Omniziah is getting thrown onto the Mekboy because it actually drains energy, all of the energy from a unit it hits. The Mekboy didn't actually have that much energy to begin with though, but he is now down to 0. Libby could be in a bit of trouble here as these double sluggers actually managed to catch him out of position. Swamp him is getting used, but the high-powered shot from the Techmarine is actually going to suppress the leading squad that was chasing him, and now the Predator is out here. Dreadnought could also get some models here in retreat. You could also see Bionics here as well. But we'll only get a couple of models though. Painboy is still chasing away some of these scouts, and scouts really not equipped to deal with the Painboy since they are currently unupgraded. Dreadnought getting hit by some more tank busters. Could actually see the Dark Age of technology upgrade onto the Dreadnought to grant it extra health, and do see the BbBoS upgrade onto the Mekboy. Which is a really nice choice. Does need that extra AV to actually counteract the double vehicles on the map, especially when they're both getting repaired by the blessing of the Omni's Eye Global from the Techmarine. Commandos out in the field though, still no Nob leader on those commandos. Mekboy still going around, actually it does force away those scouts. But Forest in a comfortable position mid with his entire army here. The Painboy actually going to flank some Devastators here. Does actually tie them up and could actually get a model, but does need to retreat away. Could actually go down into this Dreadnought and retreat. It's going to get an extra swing there, and he does actually get picked up there. And does get thrown there. We do actually have a Orks getting used onto these Tactical Marines, and the Librarian doesn't actually get that Tactical Marine squad. It actually gets away there with one mod. It does lose a Sergeant, but didn't actually see if these commandos use the Love to Dagger ability to actually knock down the Tactical Marines before casting rocks on top of them. The commandos do need to be careful here. They're taking a lot of damage from that Predator and the high-powered shot. We'll get away though with 3 models out of 5. We have some sluggers on the side. Could actually see a generator get burned down here by text. Devastators in mid, still not able to do too much. This Predator and Dreadnought still posing quite a bit of a problem here for Tex right now. I don't think Forest does actually have enough for the blessing of the Omni's Eye once again. But that's all the red he has got. So we won't see any Terminators or Venerable Dreadnought. Nobody actually has the resources for it. Tank Busters landing some shots on rear armor of that Predator. Trying to cap that VP, but not able to actually do so. Mekboy sets up here, but it's not actually armed with any anti-infantry weapons, so can't fire away at that Techmarine. Do see some mines getting thrown down. Actually, one of them lands somewhere where I'm pretty sure is inaccessible. Librarian coming in here, and now with the Force staff, so we could see the Force barrier to actually force away units when they're capping a victory point or anything. Mekboy upgrading to the Death Gun, but he's kind of scared away from this Dreadnought standing here, who does have the Dark Age of technology upgrade now, grants him an extra 300 health, and also improving the inspiration bonus that the Dreadnought provides. Commandos are stealthed here as well. Could see them go for a sneak cap. They do actually cap faster, like Tactical Marines, but will get detected. Here, Tank Buster Barrage going down as the Predator. Scouts will actually move forward, so commandos do get detected, but still gets the decap. Grenade does get thrown down, but it's a bit late as commandos have already moved away there. And a turret is actually going down here for Forest, but the Beanie Mekboy should be able to take it down, especially with the Tank Busters here. The Tank Busters Barrage should actually be able to take it down along with the Beanie shot in one hit. High-powered shot is actually going to suppress these Tank Busters instantly. The turret also doing courage damage as well to the Tank Busters. Techmarine does get knocked over. The Mekboy doesn't actually have vision of this turret anymore now, but the Tank Busters have moved our way. They actually have a bit of power bashing going on here. Sluggers are actually taking us down to just a power node now, and Techmarine is up here actually repairing the turret. Currently a 2-1 cap towards Forest here. Tactical Marines do replace the Sergeant that they did lose earlier, and you actually have Nob's going to be the next choice here for Tex. Nobs should be able to do an alright job here. The Dreadnought is going to be a bit scary though with the Dark Age of technology upgrade. And there is currently actually no suppression here for Forest other than the high powered shot and this turret up here at the top. And it does look like Tex actually does have enough resources to upgrade these Nobs as well. Orbital Omni's Eye getting thrown onto that Mekboy once again to drain all of his energy. Doesn't deal damage, but does drain energy. The side Tex is going to make a massive push top right now. Turret doing a lot of work here, suppressing these Tank Busters. The Mekboy actually switched over to the Death Gun, switching back to the Beanie Death Gun now, and Tank Buster should be able to take down this turret. Super tough beam has actually been purchased as well instead of Mekboy. So we could see that on the Nobs, so they actually end up taking a lot less damage. This Dreadnought could be in a bit of trouble here. Nobs are frenzying. Do have a surround on him. Techmarine is going to get tied up here. You do see the Force Barrel getting used by the Librarian. Tank Busters will go down though to that Librarian in retreat. In fact, the Librarian misses his hit. There's currently only Nobs now fighting Dreadnought alone, and the Dreadnought is getting repaired by the Blessing of the Omnizyre as well. Does take down another model here. Dreadnought will live as well. Librarian also in a bit of trouble here, fighting double Slugger Nobs by himself. Does actually get a very nice special which will help save him before these slugs are forced to retreat, where Dreadnought is going to pick away some more models. Sluggers down to just their Nobs only. Nob squad down to 2 models, no Nob leader on them just yet. Commandos are mid though, making some VP plays. Smoke grenade does get thrown onto themselves, but they are still forced away. There's just a bit too much here right now to actually handle by themselves. Dreadnought getting slowed down here by a mine that was thrown much earlier by Tex. And this devastator Marine squad remaining mid for most of the game. Currently no vehicles to actually fire on. You could actually see, look at Tex is actually pushing that base with some squads on less models, but we could actually see Call the Boys get used here. 200 rec, 200 red. It does have enough resources for it, and is actually cheaper to do that rather than actually reinforce all of the squads manually in base. 32 VPs, 232. This looks like could be the final push here for Tex. Nobs with a super tough beam on top of them. Death Dread, or Dreadnought sorry, is behind a shot blocker, so the Mekboy is not actually able to focus them down. The Dreadnought actually moves away from the shot blocker. Now vulnerable to Tank Busters and the Mekboy Beamy Death Gun. Dreadnought is taking a lot of damage. Blessing the Omnizyre used once again. Slugger's actually gonna kill some scouts over here. One Slugger squad will go down, scouts will go down. Sluggers could also go down here. Only down to 1 model. Tank Busters running away, Nobs running away. Double Sluggers actually went down in that fight. Commandos onto the bottom side here. Some ASM actually getting purchased here for Forest. We could see those upgraded to Vanguard Veterans with a Sergeant purchase and Vanguard purchase. Mekboy's actually switched over to the Death Gun instead of the Beamy Death Gun now that the Dreadnought has gone down, although the Predator is still here with the improved armor plating. And the Predator is also at level 2 as well, so he's a bit scary right now. Plasma Gun onto the Techmarine as well to counteract these Nobs. The bolter that he had before, the Mastercrafted bolter, is just not going to cut it against Nobs, which are super heavy infantry. Nobs getting that Nob leader, could see the super tough beam get used once again. Tank Buster's still here, level 2. Don't know if the Tank Buster barrage is going to be enough to kill the Predator, but it might be enough to actually force it away. Mekboy teleports forward, was not set up. Super tough beam going down. Mekboy is still not set up. Tank Busters might actually go down here, and Tex is going in for a cap instead. Super tough beam does reduce incoming range damage by 75%. And ASM jumping in, they are getting their Vanguard upgrade now in the midst of this fight, so they will just remain sat there for a little bit until they finish their upgrade. There's no point focusing them down, because once the upgrade actually finishes they come back with full models and full health, so bleeding models won't actually do too much. But the Nobs trying to focus down these tactical Marines. Nobs will actually go down here, but Call the Boys getting used here actually brings back 4 models. The Nob leader did die from the squad. Mekboy does also go down. Veil of Time getting used onto the Vanguard Veterans. Bionics also getting used. The rapid fire from that plasma gun as well is going to be too much. Librarian could go down here. Librarian will go down to a final swing there. Those huge hammers with a couple of rings on them for the extra momentum. Commando is also here as well. Not enough red for a nuke, however. VP is 3 to 215. The game is very much in Forest's favour right now, but Forest is actually down quite a few squads right now. Looks like Tex is going to call GG. Vanguard Veterans on their way down. Tactical Marines capping mid, and as soon as they cap mid, this will be game as Forest. As Tex, sorry, doesn't actually have any units to decap quick enough. Forest will win this 1v1. My voice was actually dying quite a bit towards the end of this game, so I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for watching.